Your dog has been watching the door for 3 hours. Your cat has been asleep on your jacket the entire time. Both of them noticed the moment you left. They just responded to that fact in completely different ways. Number 1. The oxytocin gap. When a dog sees you again, oxytocin in its brain surges by around 57%. That is the same neurochemical spike as a child reuniting with its mother. A cat's oxytocin response is measurably lower, not because the bond is weaker, because the cat is not built to show it. The dog expresses everything immediately. The cat files it away and moves on without making eye contact. One animal collapses the distance between feeling and showing. The other keeps a controlled gap between the two. Number 2. The scent hourglass. Dogs do not watch clocks. They read the gradual fading of your scent in the air as a kind of countdown. As the scent concentration drops, the dog begins to predict when you should return. It is not waiting blindly. It is calculating. Cats rely on a different mechanism, circadian rhythm and fixed daily cues, like feeding time or the sound of a familiar engine. The cat is not guessing. It has already mapped the pattern of your day and knows approximately when the sequence breaks. One animal tracks your absence through smell. The other tracks it through time. Both arrive at the same conclusion. Number 3. Secure base versus safe territory. For a dog, you are the home, not the building. You. When you leave, its primary anchor point disappears. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises quickly in dogs left alone. The body registers your absence as a disruption to the pack structure. Cats operate differently. They do not collapse when you leave. They take custody of the shared territory and hold it. Every object you touched is being catalogued. The cat is not restless. It is conducting an inventory. The dog needs you present to feel stable. The cat needs your things to remain exactly where you left them. Number 4. The ghost in the room. Both species possess episodic memory. They do not simply remember your face, they remember your habits. The dog knows what usually comes next. It is not confused by your absence. It is performing the routine anyway, alone. Cats replay the routine differently. They revisit the locations you occupy most often, in the same sequence you usually move through them. It is not random wandering. The patrol follows the same path each time, marking the same surfaces in the same order. The dog acts out the missing scene. The cat quietly maintains the stage in your absence. When you come back, the dog's response looks like rescue. Everything that was suppressed releases at once. Number 5. The I knew it moment. It is trying to reach your face, not just for affection, but to read your scent and confirm where you have been. The cat's heart rate spikes just as high at your return. The difference is everything that happens on top of that. A short run, a sudden stop, a slow blink. The greeting is structured, rationed, and entirely intentional. Both animals have been rehearsing this moment. One rehearses by falling apart. The other rehearses by holding everything together. The dog needs resolution. The reunion is the resolution. Without it, the anxiety simply accumulates. The cat does not need resolution in the same way. It already resolved the situation on its own terms while you were gone. This is sometimes read as indifference. It is not. It is the behavior of an animal that did not need rescuing. The dog communicates reunion through maximum physical contact. The cat communicates it through a single point of touch. Research using heart rate monitors shows measurable anxiety in cats when their owners leave. It simply does not look like anxiety from the outside. Some cats will follow the owner from room to room in the hours after return, not demanding attention, just re-establishing proximity. The dog does the same thing with more velocity and less pretense. Both animals are recalibrating. The absence created a gap. Proximity is how they close it. Dogs that spend longer alone show higher cortisol levels even after the owner returns. The body takes time to stand down. Cats rarely show that delayed stress response. The territorial patrol appears to function as active self-regulation, walking the territory, marking the familiar surfaces. This is not restlessness. It is the cat running its own system check. The dog waits for you to return order to its world. The cat maintains order in your absence, so there is nothing to restore. One strategy requires your presence to function. The other is designed to operate independently of you. Neither strategy is superior. They are adaptations to different ecological problems with different evolutionary pressures. Dogs evolved alongside group hunters who depended on social cohesion to survive. Separation was genuinely dangerous. Cats evolved as solitary hunters. Attachment developed, but the architecture beneath it remained self-sufficient. The dog's anxiety when you leave is not a flaw in its personality. It is an accurate reading of what separation once meant. The cat's composure when you leave is not detachment. It is a different architecture for solving the same problem. Both animals form what researchers classify as secure attachments. The behavioral expression simply looks nothing alike. Separation, anxiety in dogs is well documented. What is less discussed is that cats have a quieter version of the same condition. Overgrooming, reduced appetite, vocalizing to empty rooms. These are cat behaviors that escalate in prolonged absence. The symptoms are quieter. The underlying state is not. Dogs make the absence loud. Cats make it invisible. Both are registering the same thing. The scientific literature now largely agrees. Cats form social bonds that are functionally equivalent to those in dogs. The difference is not in the depth of the bond. It is in the behavioral vocabulary used to express it. Dogs externalize everything. They have no internal mechanism to contain the response. It floods outward immediately. Cats internalize. The response is present, processed, and then contained behind a surface that gives very little away. You have probably misread the cat at least once. Most people do. And you have probably underestimated how much the dog was trying to tell you. It was not being dramatic. It was being honest. Two species. Two completely different emotional architectures. The same attachment running underneath. The question was never which one misses you more. It was always whether you were paying attention to the right signals. Every day you leave the house, two different nervous systems register the same gap. They fill it in the only way they know how. The dog's cortisol does not return to baseline until you walk back through the door. It has been in a mild state of emergency the entire time. Your cat has been asleep on your jacket. It already knew you were coming back. It just did not feel the need to mention it.